Yeah, hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about scope of the workflows. Okay, so we have three scopes. So what is the scope actually? Scope is it is a you know how we are going to implement our business role. Okay, so like in no code wise, how we are going to implement our business role. For example, if you see this is one business rule. Okay, open it. There are three type of scopes are available. One is entity, all forms, and information. Information means a specific form level. So first entity level. Entity level means what? For example, you selected this particular workflow as a entity. Entity means it will update in the database also. Okay. Usually our business rules are used for cosmetic changes, UI related changes. Remember, it is a very good interview question. Most of the interviewers ask why you use business rules. A business rules main concept is UI level validation. For example, you see set field value and these are all UI only. So add recommendation, lock unlock, show error message. All we have covered and set default value, business recommendation, set visibility. All are UI level. Okay, UI means form level only. But you are selecting entity. Entity means not only form level, it will be updating in the database also. Okay, that is one thing. And the second one is all forms. If you select like all forms, so in that entity 10 forms are there, for example. So 10 forms it will be applicable. Okay, all forms means that one. And specific form. Specific form means particular form only it will be available, particular form only. Okay, save as say specific form means particular form you will be available, I mean activated. For example, this is how we can change it. It is a deactivated, I think. Okay, I think just go and check. It is a deactivated state, or yeah, it is a deactivated state. So you have to first deactivate and activate it the I mean select the information. Okay, if it is activated, it will be grayed out usually. For example, if you click on apply button, okay, then it will be entity level. It will be uploaded. Okay, entity level. It will be uploaded. Activate it. Complete entity. Sir, what is the day difference between entity and all forms? Both are working same way, same passion. Yeah, there is a difference. Entity if you select, backend also it will update. But all forms if you update, only form front end only. In backend it won't update. That is the main difference. Okay. So now you see, so it will be updated in the backend also. If you want, you can test it. Okay, if you want, you can test it. For example, total marks, right? Just refresh. Oh, sorry. Turn on. Yeah, that's fine. And refresh it. See now how we are going to test it, sir. Okay, for example, we are talking about this entity level. Okay, marketing community training. So this is a mark list. First, what you need to do is one record you enter it. Okay, for example, if you click on new, okay, if you click on new, so total marks. Okay, again refresh it. Default. Yeah, total marks of business rule. If you see total marks of 600, it should display automatically. I will make it display. Give me 1 minute. So now I have added one business rule set default value and I'm testing the application. And this total business rule, this field should display automatically 600 marks. Whether it is displaying or not, we'll check it. Okay, I'll test some other thing. I'll show you. See now 600 is displaying. Anyway, this is error message also earlier I have created business rule. That's why it is displaying. So now what I am going to do is I just wanted to import the data. Import data means you already know it will be updated in the database itself. Okay. So now what I am going to do is I just export and import. Two things. If you are exporting and importing, you no need to do anything. Okay, just export the data and new records you can upload it. How it behaves, I'll show you. Okay, I will show you how it behaves when you select entity level scope. Just this is a lab experiment. Okay, so we must know that's it. Maybe interviewer they might ask, right? So it is a kind of lab. Now you see these records are exported. Now I'm not going to add total default value here. I think somewhere default values will be added. Okay, anyway, if it is not there also not a problem. So now just I am adding two fields. Okay, these all these things I am removing it, remove it, and I am adding renaming it something like okay. See these two fields student names I have added Bharatiya and Rajakumar. And anyway, if you want, you can add something like okay. If you modify it, so I'll tell you what exactly we are going to do. Okay, so these fields. See, there is no default value here. We are not updating default value. Okay, you see, right? Default value is not there. Okay, we are not updating via default value. Remember this point. I'll tell you later. There is no default value. I'm not also updating it and close it. This one also close it and again export the new one that we have modified. For UI level, okay, you don't need to do the CSV format. Okay, just Excel format is enough. You can download and upload because it will work based on the GUI IDs. Okay, you don't need to do anything. Just import and export. That's it. So now you check it. Where is our import and export? Submitted status and refresh it. Parsing and somewhere it is there here itself. Refresh. It's completed. Okay, completed and test it in the application. Bharatiya and Rajkumar. Two are there. And now you see Bharatiya total business rule is not updated. You are observing, right? Total business rule not updating. Why it is not updated? Because we have done through Excel export. Okay, Excel export means database. Directly it will be stored in the database only. So we have not added this field and we have not done anything. Okay, so entity level we have selected, right? So that's why it is not updated in the database. Okay, if you add it, then definitely it will be added in the database, but you have not added this 600 marks. Okay, Excel import automatically it will be done in the database and it will come to the UI level. Okay, UI level. Okay, first it will update in the database, then it will come to the UI. But we have not updated this field in the database. That's why it is not coming here. That means entity level, how it works. in the database side and UI side also. If you update UI side, it will be working. So in the both the sides, it will be done. Okay, this is one thing. And forms. Okay, form level. Only I want only form level, sir. I don't want I want only specific form level. Okay, I want only specific form level. Then how you create duplicate forms? Okay, you go and first go to the Power Apps. On duplicate form you create it. Power Apps, right? Yeah, Power Apps. And this is our testing entity. Total marks. Okay, sorry. We are marks list is our entity, testing entity, and where we are creating the duplicate form. Go to the forms. How you can create duplicate form? For example, go to forms, and now main form select, and save as. Somewhere save as should be there. Open it. Only I want only few fields. I don't want all the fields. Save and copy is there. Here you see in the target. So now I'm adding some fields only, not all the fields. Only few fields I'm adding. Okay, I think let it come. All ticket number, student name, section is not mandatory. Removing it. And okay, maybe I think some business rules will be there. Okay, keep it as it is. Okay, keep as it is and save a copy. Now you see information is there. Information means it is a form. Now I am going to modify it as a Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan School. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. BVBH School. SCH. Only I want this BVBH School form should be impacted. This business rule should only apply to this form, not all the forms. Okay, save it. Okay, and activate it. Save and publish. And test it. Once it is done, test it. So again, go to the business rules and apply only particular form. Okay, particular form means how you can apply. Go to the business rules and apply it. See, mark list is our entity. Okay, now you see forms. One more form. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan School form is there. It is also main form. This form. Okay, and anyway, now go and add your business rule to that form. Now go to the business rule. Then not unit total marks default or whatever. See now, let me make this one. First, you need to go to that business rule and deactivate it and select the scope. That is the way. First, what you need to do, deactivate it. Okay, I have deactivated. And entity, all forms information BVBH school, only BVBH school only I have added. Save it. This is total marks. Remember, all total marks and save it. Only I am applying total marks only for this form, particular form. Remember this point. Validate and activate. So now it is activated and go and test it. But now I am going to test this total marks business rule. Okay, simple. You have to deactivate and activate the particular form. That's it. Deactivate first, and it is entity level as of now, and particular form you can add. See, all forms means all forms it will applicable, and BVBH form, and save it and validate and close it. Activate. Now go and test it this form, and now first refresh it. So we have to create a new file, new record only. So now I am selecting information, okay, and student name is okay, Chaitu, and section, select it, roll number and class and marks. You can enter the marks, okay, and enter, 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 okay, and now it shouldn't come total secured marks when you save it. So now it is not calculating because we selected only BVBH school. Now go and test BVBH school. So now you see total business rule is working. I hope you understood, right? This condition. And all forms means all forms only if you select all forms here. Okay, instead of this one, if you select all forms, it will be applied to the all forms. Okay, information form, BVBH, whichever form it is there, all forms it will be applicable, but not back end. Entity means it is applicable for, it will update in the back end, but all forms means only it is a front end operation. That is the main difference. Okay, that's it for today. Yeah, thank you. Talk to you tomorrow.